Hey Sagittarius, so as today, Sunday, is the day of the sun, we're choosing this to be themed for what's being illuminated for you. And as we are going through this final push with the eclipses, the next eclipse is on Saturday. Um, there, it's about completion and it is very much about relationships. So, as per people, saying everything's the past or, why is it all past energy? It's because we're bringing things to completion. And what's really interesting is what's coming up. So, be honest with yourself. You know, deep down, everything that's happening, whether this is past people coming back or whatever it is, it's like I think it's bigger than just someone coming back. It's about you seeing something about yourself and relationships and all of the things. And this is really causing a deep look within. And I feel like because, with the Queen of Pentacles being here again, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is the one who nurtures. They're the ones who are always supporting other people. And, you're being called to be honest about why, you feel like you're always supporting other people. You're specifically Three of Cups is here. Maybe not even understanding, why is it that the people you support the most end up hurting you or causes some sort of ending or heartbreak with the Ten of Swords. There's a sense that you feel like you've been really supportive of people and then they've just turned around and stabbed you in the back. you know um and this is really because the Ten of Swords is actually healing from that, and I feel like this comes from a place of kind of sticking with things because you think at some point the support is going to be returned to you. And just because, a lot of times we think if we show people love, that it's almost like they should show us love too. And I guess I should, but you know, not everyone is built like you are, and so you are definitely a person who is like the Queen of Pentacles, who is always there to be loyal to people, to support people. And, you're being honest about why you keep getting hurt in these situations. And it's really not something that you're doing wrong. It's just that, just because we do show up in a really supportive way for others, it doesn't mean other people are going to do it too. And, I think it's like this feeling of like, I feel like sometimes that's why we stay in things so damn long, you know? But what's interesting is the Knight of Cups showing here. So this really feels like it's about specifically for people who have experienced a person that they've been romantically involved with that keeps coming back and coming back and coming back. And it's really because there's a lesson here. You might think it's, this person, definitely to be sure, this person is in love with love. This could be a water sign too. But it keeps coming back because you're supposed to see past the mistakes. You're supposed to see past something that happened because it has actually caused something in you that needs to be healed for future relationships. Let me get into it. With the Guardian of Cups is actually the Queen of Cups, right? And the Queen of Cups has all the love she needs. She does, but she's also very compassionate. She's very caring. She's very sensitive. She's nurturing as well, right? And, this is part of like a self-love lesson for you. The reason that this person keeps coming back is so that you can see the love in it. not just see how they hurt you, or not just see what they did, not just see like the situation from a standpoint of mistakes. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and see only the love within each person. And this is what you're supposed to see. You're supposed to see the love that existed, not just the pain, the heartache, how they didn't show up for you, no, because you know what happens, and what has come out of this has actually taken you back to a time, because family is here. This is based on an emotional experience, maybe from the time that you were a child, and it has to do with the fact that of holding on, like the Chariot reversed is we can't move on, and definitely there's something possibly that you've been holding on to that is kind of destructive, and it's really like when your support isn't returned, or when the love isn't returned, or when this every time this person leaves, because the Knight of Cups is always going to leave. And in some sort of way, that, right? That. And it's like every time this person leaves, you keep trying to make them stay. It is kind of the energy. It's like you've been holding on because you feel that you've shown love to this person. And one of these times that they come back, they're going to show it to you. And where this comes from is like this whole concept of working for love, right? Because when they leave, it makes you feel self-doubt. Like you start to think, is there something about me? I mean, and this may be coming from a family situation, or something you felt when you were young, or something your family made you feel. They made you doubt yourself, almost like with, to try to almost, and this is kind of like why you keep trying. If you find that this is happening with you, with a person who keeps returning and you keep trying every time they return, it's because the whole situation has made you doubt yourself, which in turn makes you hold on tighter, and you keep asking yourself, is it something about me that keeps making this person leave? And so this is all come in for you to heal this. And there's a solid reason for this too, because there's so much that wants to come in for you. And it's like the universe has been waiting for you to heal this, to see, no, there's nothing, no reason. This person does not leave because of you. This person leaves because they do have a lot of feelings for you. They just can't. It's like the kind of person who's here for the good, for when things are good, and as soon as they become challenging, and it's because they have some growing emotionally to do, they leave. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. It doesn't mean that, and there's nothing you can do here to make this person stay, and in one, like, and it's the energy kind of like, it has caused you to doubt yourself, right? Every time they leave, you start to doubt yourself. And so, that's the reason why you hold on to this. And this could come from a child wound. Um, you know, it could come from so many situations, but since family is here, it's like every time this happens, it takes you back to to a time or a place in which you were made to feel that your love was not enough, and that you had to work harder for it. And the universe, in essence, keeps bringing it back to you, so you will see that's not the case. That's not the case. People, do what they do from a position of where they're coming from, not from a position of where you're coming from, right? Yeah. So, of course, this card is about abundance, which maybe, on some level, usually technically is about finances, but this is really, abundance is so many things. Abundance is everything, and good things want to come in for you. And the universe has been waiting to give them to you until you were ready, right? Until you were ready and were able to see how amazing you are. With the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you are everything you need. It's not this situation that is giving you everything you need. And, it's kind of like once you start to see that, that's when they're going to give you everything they've been holding in reserve for you. And believe me, when that happens, it's going to be a lot, including a relationship. Because relationship is here, and, your primary relationship is you. Starts with you, right? And it starts with you getting out of this Two of Swords energy. And that is, you deserve more than people who can't make a decision on you, people who doubt, people who are always like conflicted about things, or conflicted about a relationship with you. The answer isn't to, and you're being called to see that is the conflict. That is what, possibly keeps you away from relationships and has stood in the way of this relationship coming in, which definitely wants to come in, but you're almost not seeing it. You may not even see if this is a person, you may not even see it. And the Two of Wands is deciding, you know what, I'm taking a different path. And, maybe this person isn't even in your sphere, is because it's not the typical person that you would go for. But, this is all happening because of the Six of Cups and the Ace of Wands. It's time, it's time to leave the familiar. It's time to, the Six of Cups is a gift. It is a soulmate, right? And that person was a soulmate. But that person would always be coming back around. They're not ready. They're not ready. And so it's time for you to get excited about something new. Yes. And I feel like whoever this is for, you kind of fear it in a way. Things are changing. It's coming. And, there is a little anxiety about it. Six of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Because in a way, it wasn't what you planned. And it's like starting over is hard. Taking chances is hard. Risk is hard. But you need to do it because this is your destiny. And it's kind of even looking like what's coming in for you may be your destiny. And you can't block your destiny by holding on to things that aren't for you. And they might have been for you at one time, and really what is for you was to take the lesson, and to be able to see the lesson. Because that has been the problem. That has been the problem, Sag. So let's see a little bit about this abundance and relationship that wants to come in. But I do think you're starting to see it. I do think you're starting to see it, and starting to see there was always love there, Sag. It was never about, you might have thought because of the way this person treated you that they didn't love you. It was never about that. It was about the fact that they couldn't stay. And there's a lot about you coming to terms with that, and the fact that, it kind of would always take you back to this self-doubt energy that you felt at some different point in your life. And, you know, it's all been leading towards you healing this. And that's a form of abandonment. And it's so that these other things can come in for you. So tell me about this abundance coming in for Sag. Abundance coming in for Sag. Okie dokie. Two of Cups, Sag. Yeah, it's like there's a true partner here for you. But you may not be able to see it because you're kind of still stuck in this other thing. And with the Page of Pentacles, it's like you may be uberly focused on fixing things with this person. High Priestess. But your intuition is trying to tell you something, and it's time for you to listen for sure. Tell me about this new. Yeah, time to let that go, Sag. You've been holding on to it too hard. Yep. Three of Swords reversed, the Eight of Cups, and the Four of Swords. And it doesn't mean, you know, there's going to be those who say, you know, I'm not holding on to nobody. You may not be, but you do hold on to what it caused, you know, and that speaks to an inner wound. So tell me about this new relationship. Ooh, an Emperor. New relationship. The Emperor. Okay. The Hierophant. Yeah, this person is very serious. They're very much a by-the-book kind of person, so that might be what's different. And this person, and maybe that might be what put you off, because Sagittarius are very unconventional, right? And this person, they're very serious. They exactly know what they want. And they want to move forward with you. They might come on a little strong because that's Aries energy. We're definitely seeing Aries and Taurus. Cancer. I don't know. There's a lot of signs here. But they actually do want to be with you, and they know it. Like, this person's not uncertain. They're serious, and they're serious about you. And, you know, it could be a little off-putting because this is a somewhat traditional person, right? Definitely someone with money. Definitely someone with money, probably someone older. The Ten of Wands is here too. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Why is the Ten of Wands here? There's you. You know, afraid to let go of the past. Yeah. Knight of Wands with Judgment. Because you know that once you make this decision, there's no turning back. And this won't be for everybody, but this is definitely going to be for those who have been holding on to someone. Now the Ace of Cups is here with the Nine of Wands, the Moon. It's like this person definitely makes an offer to you. I feel like you're not sure if you're ready. But the Three of Cups is here. So how's this all turn out for Sagittarius? Oh. How's this all turn out for Sagittarius? You're making a choice to leave the past behind. I mean, whether you're giving this person a chance or not, I guess we'll find out as time goes on. But, you know, at the very least, this gives you answers as to why certain people keep coming back. Or, you know, if you've been waiting for a relationship, this may be some personal work that you're needing to do, Sag, you know? I don't know. I don't know. So, you know, that's what's being illuminated. Any parting words for Sagittarius? Final words. Final words for Sag. Nine of Wands. Jeez. Yeah. Wow. Take some time to deal with this unfinished business, Sag. It can also be that there is a conversation coming in that will help you do that. You know, there's a settling of things. And this is you moving on to new love. Being committed to that because this new love has the possibility to go somewhere. And it does come with a certain amount of sadness. But you're choosing the full new beginnings. New beginnings, Sag. So I love this for y'all. Toodles.